Welcome back. Let's talk about the Y-Wing helmet. So we knew this was going to be a slow burner when we started the project. There was quite a lot of work in it, there was quite a lot of research in it, and then there's quite a lot of execution required to get this helmet right. And we want to get it right. So, what have we discovered? Well, the first thing is, looking at the paint, we now understand that the paint used was a paint that's unavailable, but it is now being replicated by a company called Archive-X. And Guy from Archive-X has been advising us and helping us move down the road to use this paint. It's a little bit different than the usual paint that we've been using, or the usual paint that's available, in that you spray a base colour, then you'll go over it with another colour, and you'll get, the two will create a different colour hue, and this may be the colour that we're looking for. So it's quite interesting paint to use. Now this is the paint that ILM use, so we're really going to stick to that. And I think this is going to move this helmet from being a nice helmet or a good replica to being really up there and a real portfolio piece for us to be proud of. So with that in mind, obviously that's where the time is. That's where the time gets lost in these projects. So the first interesting development with this is the Archive-X paint. The second development is the moment you look at the helmet, my eye is definitely drawn to this very real world sticker that I can see on the front. And when we started researching this sticker to make the replica, we quite quickly saw, not from this particular helmet design, but by looking at a couple of other helmet designs with the same sticker on with different elements of the sticker removed, we could work out that the sticker says Radio Free Bolinas. I was quite intrigued how this real world sticker appeared on the helmet, so we started researching it, and there's not a great deal of information out there. To my shock and surprise, I managed to track down a guy who worked on Radio Bolinas, and we've been messaging to and fro, and we're trying to work out who potentially could have been responsible for placing these stickers on the Y-Wing helmets. So the more we've delved into it, the more interesting it's got. Now, my main motivation on this is to try and obtain an original sticker, which is, as you can imagine, proving quite difficult based on this being a pirate radio station that only operated from March to December in 1976. So this sticker was already some 6 years old when it was being placed on the Y-Wing helmets. So this is quite, this to me is quite an interesting thing. I don't want to get into it too much right now, but we have located, or we have a name in the frame for a person who is connected with the radio station and may have worked ILM after the radio station. So very interesting stuff. I hope to report more in the next update about the Y-Wing helmet. But for now, I mean, rest assured, no stone is being left unturned to make this the best replica that we can.
Hello, I'm John and I'm painting the Y-Wing. So the paint we're using is Archive-X paint. A lot of research has gone in, dating back to 70s, 80s, We pretty much found all the colours that were used by ILM originally. So it gives it, it's just a different feel, it's a different way of painting everything, models, helmets, everything. The paint itself is amazing. The way you kind of use it, use different layers to create different tones in the paint, different weathering. It's the future, the future. So yes, we're recreating the past then. As you see here, I've got the same damage on all the helmets, and they all hopefully match up. And we're researching, there's a badge that goes on the front, which we've had a few tests of, but we're just trying to nail the size down, really. Yeah, after that, there's a couple of signs missing. There's one that goes on the cheek here. And after that, we're pretty much weathering it up, giving it a clear coat. So this sticker goes on the chin of the Y-Wing. And it was a Californian pirate radio, and for whatever reason they decided to stick this sticker on the front of the helmet, and they don't exist anymore. We know that it was a clear screen print, and we know what goes on the sticker, so we can potentially recreate it. But if we could get the original, and it'd be amazing. I think we've got Rob looking into it at the moment, talking to a strange hippie in California, and that's the final part to the puzzle, really.
That's where we are with this Y-Wing project. I'm thinking that we're going to have about 25 of these out of the very limited, strictly limited 100 that we're making. I think 25 of these are going to be complete and in the hands of their new owners before the end of 2019. And then working out some basic mathematics and the demands on the paint department, I'm thinking the run will be complete and the last helmet will be in the hands of its happy owner by the end of June 2020. And that will then complete this run off. So they're the rough timescales that we're looking at. Hope that fits in with your expectations, and we're all quite clear on what is actually achievable and how long it's going to take. It's, as you can appreciate, a helmet of such beauty is a time-consuming piece to make. There we are. There will be probably another 2-3 parts to this Y-Wing video as we proceed from the start to the finish of the project. So that's it for now. If you like the video, as always, click on that like button, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and comment below, get involved, and thanks for joining us.